What's up, everybody? I'm JWMaher. That's Will Cohen. This is Versus episode. I lost count. There's too many movies. There's just too many movies. They keep coming.
That's fair.
I think we've made it to the year 2021.
That's true.
And we're back with. This isn't the first movie starring like your core ITN crew of people that go on to star in like 80 more movies. But familiar faces show up, Will. But before we get into it, how are you feeling this week?
You know, I feel good overall, but then this film raises some questions, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
We'll get into those questions, but man, this film raises some questions.
Hard-hitting social commentary abounds in Cannibal Troll.
Do we even know where we're going?
Go! Just run! Go!
These creatures are not known for their polite manners.
That's not on the map. Okay, we might have got a little bit lost. Slightly. Not bad.
Where are your friends? I told you not to come into these woods.
So what? In the middle of the woods? I don't think we should be here. We need to go. These woods, you need to know them well to get out. Daisy! We need to go.
Oh Lord, save us from Cannibal Troll. That's the movie, with the exception of the very end. Like you saw that is actually much more tolerable in the movie, but that is the movie.
So this movie, and maybe this is just a me thing, and who I am, but the entire time this movie was going on, my brain kept on like channeling Mike Myers' character from Coffee Talk on Saturday Night Live, where I'm feeling verklempt. Let's talk about Cannibal Troll. It's not, it's not a troll that eats, that eats other trolls, and it's not a cannibal trolling. It's not a troll trolling cannibals. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Yes. That's pretty much what it is. Because like I'm very like even in the beginning of the movie, it tells you what a troll is, and it says the troll's like a giant. The troll is like a troll. They give you the definition of troll from Troll Hunter, where it's like a gigantic thing that guards the woods. The troll in this movie is a woman in a suit.
Like that's like maybe like ogre-ish qualities, but definitely not a troll.
Yeah.
It's
like shitty orc makeup from Lord of the Rings put on a lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no part of this film ever makes a lick of sense. Like aside from, oh, you stepped on his land. Great. But
yeah, let's call out the ridiculous stuff as it happens. There's a church on the edge of the land. Basically, if you go too far north, you're on the troll's land, and the troll just
Not to the north. It's out of bounds.
I either will kill you and make you into food, or take you as a slave and you'll be fed other humans. One of those two things will happen to you. The priest knows all this stuff, but the priest also just goes into the woods too. Like, why would you do that?
Where are your
okay, sure. The priest says, yeah, you shouldn't go into the woods. but at least explain why.
Like the priest knows in the cold open, there's two people who've already been captured by the troll. They escape. I'll get to that in a second because that's another ITN chest that I love. They escape and they make it to the church, and then the priest doesn't let them in.
It also shows how dumb the fucking religious people are. The fact that like, oh God, please God forgive me, I'm gonna walk into the danger, not to save anyone, but to fucking chastise them further.
Yeah, it's like
you're going to sacrifice yourself to chastise girls.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there. Don't go there. It's dangerous. Hey guys, didn't I tell you it was dangerous over here where the danger is? But then, like, okay, here's like something you'll see in every ITN Jagged Edge film. Like, everyone that works for these companies, no one knows how to tie knots. Like every time somebody is watch the moment in any movie by ITN, Jagged Edge, Uncorked, all these movies that are under the same kind of like shit umbrella. Watch every time somebody is tied up, like it's just somebody wrapped rope around their wrists. And finally, they've worked that into the plot because nobody that gets tied up in this movie stays tied up for very long. They always escape. You'd think the troll would just get better at tying people up.
Especially since this is a troll that can like apparently like handle a bow and arrow like with expert marksmanship. So it's like if you can handle like with those big old like meaty hands, if you can like do that much, like you have that much dexterity, you should be able to tie a fucking knot.
I would agree. So the reason why these girls are in the woods, it's a bachelorette party. This is the shittiest bachelorette party I have ever seen.
Oh, you gotta put this
on. Oh God, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's you're getting married, and there's some kind of like subplot about the marriage itself, but which we'll get to. But like it's her, this girl, who is kind of her friend, but is also something else, asked her to be the bridesmaid. Then we have like Sporty Spice bridesmaid. Then there's like a pregnant Spice, mom Spice. They all show up and they go on this trip in the woods. And it's a camping trip. One of them is like 9 months pregnant. Like it's the dumbest like premise like I've ever seen. Like they should have just used the trailer park from Amityville Scarecrow. It would have made more sense.
I mean, at that point, instead of saying mom spice because she's growing something in her, is that technically pumpkin spice?
Yeah, I like pregnant spice, but we'll call her pumpkin spice because it is that time of year. They get there, they camp. Like after they're being told don't go in this, they could have gone in any direction. They go in the direction they're specifically told not to go. Then they go on a hike in the opposite direction, which means the place they were going to was in the opposite direction anyway, where they would have been safe. And I need to point out my biggest pet peeve with this movie is they go to like a scenic lookout, and in the background is a fucking city.
You definitely need a photo of this.
Yeah. So the troll like captures people, doesn't capture people, kills people, doesn't. And there's no rhyme or reason to who gets killed, who gets captured. It doesn't make any sense. The pregnant lady gives birth because why the fuck not? And like everybody, but let's get to the B plot. So there's the main girl who's getting married. Her name is Casey. And then she has a friend named Ava. Ava and Casey apparently have made a habit of they get drunk and they hook up, but they're not lesbians. I guess they're not.
Our 18th, we went to Spain and got totally wasted.
God. Mental in a lot of ways.
Though by the end of the movie, they are. It's that simple. Like they determine through the course of their trauma bonding that, hey, she takes her engagement ring off and puts it in her pocket because this whole thing where like all of our friends and her mother have been killed is going to make me a lesbian. That's what I took away from it.
I mean, yeah, like after seeing all my friends get manhandled by a troll and penetrated by wood, all of a sudden, nope, straight, just straight scissors from now on.
It's like, hey, imagine the conversation with the fiance when she gets back. It's like, the wedding's off. My friends are dead and I'm a lesbian now. Why? It's like, well, there's a troll and he made us eat people. He helped give birth to, Lizzie's kid. And then we played an organ and he went crazy and we got in a car and drove away. They don't even kill the troll. They just play in, like, there's a throwaway line where the priest, like, the organ will take care of him. And they just play the organ like all shit. Worse than Andy and the Goonies. They play the organ. And like the troll just goes, rah, and they run away. Like, the book is in this movie. And it's so funny because whenever they show the book, it's always turned to the wrong page. Did you ever notice that? Like when the book shows up in this movie, it says mermaids. And it's like, oh, that's a different movie. And we turn the page, trolls. Every movie. You always see like a callback to some other movie that can't possibly exist in the same universe, I get. Or maybe it does. Who gives a shit? Because it's the same fucking actors.
I mean, like, I would imagine if they turned one more page, it would just be completely blank. I wonder if this fucking book was just blank to begin with, and they just kept, like every single time they make one of these things, they just like shittily draw and scribble some shit onto a paper, so that way they don't have to buy another goddamn book.
It's the same book. It's the same book.
That's what I mean. They do this, and so like. They already have like this like weird leather bound thing that they bought from like, hey, do you from Kroger brand.
I bought this at Barnes and Noble. I bought this at Barnes and Noble 5 years ago, and I spent £20, and I'm gonna get my £20 worth out of it. And they, believe me, they have.
It's the same. It's the same handwriting every single time. It's the same art. Like it's almost the same like style of shitty artwork. And you're right. It's the same fucking book. And every single time it shows up, it just, I don't know if it cracks me up more, but I'm just like, God damn it. Every single time.
Yeah. It's like, there it is. Well, anyway, that's it. That's the whole movie. Like the pregnant girl and the lesbian survive and everybody lives mediocrely after. That's it. All right. Will, you go first.
I don't know, man. Like, is this the bottom of the barrel worst that we've seen? I guess not.
There's no shitty CGI in it.
There is no shitty CGI, but every single time we say, like, we try and like boost up the film by saying there's no shitty CGI, you might as well be saying there is no Nazis killing babies. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean, doesn't necessarily mean it's a positive. This isn't fucking jazz. And so 1.5, like, it's not overtly terrible. Actually, yes, it is. It is pretty goddamn bad, if only just because they just don't understand what they were trying to do with the title. They don't understand what to do with these characters. None of the motivations make any sense.
Yeah, I'm going to go like even lower. I'm going to go 1. There's actually something I forgot to mention. Like there's a scene like when the two, reluctant lesbians are fleeing. And the smaller lesbian, Ava, gets stabbed in the back like 7 fucking times. Like, and we're not talking like with a knife, and she's able to get up and run away, and she never dies from her wounds or even shows any she gets fucking it's like the scene in Scream 6, like when they're going to town on Chad. It's that level of stabbing. No ill effects, just the back of her shirt is torn and red. What? Fuck out of here.
Lesbian power.
Yeah, I got to be a lesbian. I'd like to be able to survive a stabbing. I'm going to become a lesbian. But anyway, that'll do it. Next week, it would have been Dinosaur Hotel. Dinosaur Hotel is actually the next movie in the chronological order. But we've seen Dinosaur Hotel. We know all about Dinosaur Hotel. So now we're on to a movie called The Haunting of Hythe House. Your guess is as good as mine. I read the description of it, and it doesn't really. The description of the movie does not match the title. But The Haunting of Hythe House next week.
It sounds like John has a lisp, doesn't it?
Hythe
House.
It's Hythe. The Haunting of Hythe House. Yes. But until next time, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror, and the Letterboxd challenge is right there. This is still Versus. I'm still John Moore. That's still Will Cohen. We'll see you next week. Come on back.